Great.
I'm Mary Kennedy.
I'm Sue Merlino.
And our in-studio guest here on the Menopod video podcast, Roxy Astor, original glow girl from the amazing show,
The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. I like to be called an OG.
Then OG.
I'm an OG.
Yeah.
Should I bust out my rap?
No, do the rap. All right, here's the rap, everybody. Here we go.
When you meet with Roxy, you better beware, because I'm really strong and debonair. This jet set girl never backs down, because all she wants is a glow crown, which I never got. Okay.
We'll get you one.
We'll get you. You always have a
Thank
crown.
you, dollar store.
It's Halloween. It'll be half off. Or the day after. Well, we're not really even in there. You can cut that out if you want. So Roxy Astor's here. She's incredible. I was a huge fan. That's why I'm wearing my 80s. Look at.
Yeah,
total 80s. And
the color, I love it.
And we gave Sue some bangles and the bright pink. But we have her in studio today on the Menopod because she is a lady that's reinvented herself throughout the years.
Over and over again.
Okay.
I had to, because I was in Glow, and when I left Glow, because I wanted to be a mom. I was this wrestler, Roxy Astor from Park Avenue, New York, and then I wanted to be mom.
So are you able to say this? Were you pregnant on the show or no?
I am able to say it. I finally got my what was that? I was the Rocky at my skit. It took me 2 years to get this skit.
Okay.
And then I left Glow because I was pregnant with my son Dylan. I always blame him, and I tell fans this is the reason why I quit Glow.
It's good to blame your children.
It's easier. Yeah. It's much easier.
It
Can you wrestle pregnant though?
I did the skit, and I did do some roles in the wrestling ring. Okay, but Matt Simber was our director, and so when I'm doing my skit, he made me, and I was, I think, 6 weeks pregnant, and he made me run around the building. It's a very funny little sketch, and it was like old slow motion, and it's like, you see me crawling. You see me crawling, and the music's getting like slower and slower. Dun, 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 and I'm really sick. And the more sicker I got, the more he goes, one more time.
So you had morning sickness?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
fantastic.
Yes.
Good job.
Is that sketch somewhere we can look at?
Yes. It's on YouTube.
Maybe
I think we'll put it up.
Yeah, we'll put
Can
the
we
link
put it
to
up? Are you all right with that?
Yes, it's great. I got to finally be, and my stomach was how it is now. I'm like, my stomach was bigger, but I was a little bitty thing, but that was 30-something years ago. So, life happens, and menopause, and 3 kids.
Right.
But I will get that gut down, I swear.
Well, listen.
Or I'll sit behind tables for the rest of my life.
There's tables everywhere.
There's tables everywhere.
We're going to create a foldable table. You just take it with you.
Oh, the dog like that. So here's the thing, though. The truth is Roxy, you don't need to get down. You're exactly perfect the way you are. Right?
Yeah. Sometimes, you know what? I look back, because the tapes, they're on Tubi.com. You can see it's seasons 3 and 4, and I was in those seasons. And
she had red hair and she wore green.
My name was Roxy Astor, and I had a great Astor. And I look at that, I'm like, wow, look at her. I'm like, oh my God, that's me. Oh my God, I got to do something. But there's no way I'm going to get that little waist, but I had that.
But here's the thing. I think when we say this on the page, which Roxy is a member of the page, Midlife Mood Swing.
I'm very quiet on there.
She's quiet, though.
Because I'm afraid I'm going to say something wrong because I'm very sarcastic. And I don't
but we want that.
No, that's what we want.
Really?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, you're going to have to post more.
Yeah.
But
sarcasm.
But what we love about you is that you and I posted this on there, I would love to have the body of a 22-year-old, but still keep my mind.
Yes.
Because I feel like at the age that I am now, I'm so much more equipped and so much more happy.
I would be deadly if I had the body of a 22.
Were you like body
my
conscious
mind.
though? Like did you I didn't really have any feelings of like I needed to die or anything. Like I never had that issue.
Oh, I did.
Are you talking about back in Glow?
No, back in your 20s and 30s. Yeah. So
well, in Glow, I think it was around 24 years old. Okay, so in high school, I was not popular. I got a perm, and I had pimples on my face, and I was not cute. I went to beauty school, and then something blossomed, and I realized
she was not a beauty school dropout. Nope.
No, I finished.
You
I was
finished your
in
degree.
the
the
squared
perms,
circle.
really.
I was the best. Somebody else did the perm on me, and it was just like little short, little chubby face and little pimples. And,
I had the same
I
same
was
look.
not that cute, and I kind of found out that making people laugh, or just a good sense of humor, or throwing parties with a lot of alcohol will make you popular, which I did, and I found out I was very popular from that. And so I never wanted to be on TV. I moved from Auburn to Los Angeles, and I was a fan of Glow and was watching Glow.
Oh, okay.
And I think I was still a little insecure from high school. It's just one of those things, high school, junior high.
So were you body conscious at that moment?
I was,
Okay.
because, imagine this. I drove up after I got the audition, and there was about 100 girls.
Right.
And there was only 30 slots. And I'm looking at these girls like this, and I'm like, and I have a bad perm, blonde hair, and I'm like, how do I fit in with this group? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to step back. I'm just going to observe what's around me and just be myself, and not, I basically became friends with like everybody. Except for a few of them I couldn't stand. Okay, right. And that was it. And then when I got the part, all I remember was Matt Simber said, "Roxy, you got a big ass." And I ran for 2 miles a day. And I did not stop. So what you see there on TV is me running for 2 miles a day, push-ups, sit-ups. I think I ate an apple a day. I don't recommend that going into the ring.
Wow.
But I was so afraid.
So you were saying your ass was too big, or that?
Yeah, it
liked
wasn't. But it wasn't tight enough.
Oh, okay.
And if you see some of the matches, they do a shot of I'm on the turnbuckle, like it's a famous shot. I'm like that. I'm like, dang, I look pretty good back then.
Nice,
But
yeah.
that's from running a lot of
But
squats.
how did it feel? Wait. I got to back up here.
Okay.
How did it feel, especially in the sort of environment that we live in right now? How did it feel for you to have a man tell you, and I know he's the director and I'm an actor, so I get it. When the director says something, you jump to it. But how did it feel having a man telling you that could possibly employ you? Were you employed at that point, or was it hanging in the balance?
I already had my character.
So he already had you're already cast,
Yeah.
you're already employed. How did it feel for him to say to you, "Roxy, you have an ass"?
Okay. He put it in a different way. Besides that, he said, 20 years from now, you're going to be looking at this. So it was kind of like, I want you guys to be the best that you can be.
Okay, so he's redeemed himself.
Unlike Jailbait, who he said she had mashed potato ass, but he just told me that you really want to start running, you really want to do this, because you don't want to look back and see and go, oh gosh, I wish I would have done that.
Because a video is forever, everyone.
So I listened to that as a director and I took that. I never cried. I didn't go, oh my God, my feelings are hurt. No, I would just go out there and run and like, I'll show you. You know how I am.
Do you think that that's the difference nowadays? That people don't know how to take like criticism the right way?
Yes.
Because I see that a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like we just kind of had to roll with it and learn from it. Like I don't think it was done in a malicious way. But
well, he had a look for the show that I feel like the Glow Netflix now has taken that look and you know, there is that look. You see it even on that show now. So I think he was probably saying to you, listen, you got to look a certain way for this character, right?
For that character, but and you know, Glow, there is all shapes and sizes in Glow.
Which is
but
great.
When I'm replacing Tina Ferrari, one of the Park Avenue Knockouts, replacing the Beverly Hills girl, he has this look. And so my thing is, I wanted, because she was built, she was buffed. I'm like, how am I going to fill her shoes? But I don't want to look like her.
Right.
I want to look like me. So I just kind of took that, not as, bad. I took it like, I'm going to go and do that.
thanks. Yeah.
Now I look back, I'm like, oh, I wish I could, but maybe I can. Well, right?
But your body's
Doesn't work the
changing.
same way
You
anymore.
had 3 kids. Between us.
Look at Christy Brinkley.
Well, but between us, we have, you have 2, I have 2. We have 7 children between
Can I just
us.
say I have 7 children? All right. Well, that
There you go.
Are you borrowing us?
Yes.
No.
Just for now.
You can have them.
So with the whole topic of reinventing yourself and are you Are you happier in your skin? We talk about this a lot on the page now than you were back then.
No. Mentally, yes.
Okay.
Mentally, when you said the body of a 22-year-old, but what you have here,
right.
What I have up here, just it's so much better than if I had like a 22-year-old body. I love what I have learned, and I would never go back mentally.
Right.
Body-wise, well, yeah, of course.
But I don't think there's only so many things you can do. Like, I don't know how everybody does it. Like, how does Christy Brinkley do it?
Well, she has a trainer 8 hours a day.
Money, millionaire.
Money.
If I had a trainer 8 hours a day,
you do.
Then I do.
If you had someone that woke up with you and it's like, okay, before you put your feet on the floor, you need to do X, Y, and Z.
Here's your breakfast.
Right,
but what kind of life is that?
Like a great life. What are you talking about? Oh my God.
I don't like that life. I want to be able to choose. And if I would like, 6 ounces of chocolate at night, or it's probably less, 1 ounce of chocolate, I don't know.
You'll sneak it.
Right? No, I want to be able to eat it and be guilt-free and not worry that, oh my God, and I'm in the television. I mean, but I also played an out-of-work prostitute. So,
I
who
truly
worked
believe
for food.
if you're putting something in your mouth and you're feeling guilty about eating it, it's going to harm you more than if you're just like, I love this, I'm accepting it. So
yeah.
I think you gotta change your.
I think I have a problem with sugar, or sugar has a problem with me. It's
horrible.
one of those things.
It's a refined, processed thing that it's like
you're making me want it more. So
I'm
drooling right now. Which stop.
So tell me, but I'm interested as a fan, and this is what I want to kind of know. So our viewers out there know, and also Sue knows, because Sue knew the Glow. Netflix, but she didn't know necessarily this amazing celebrity we have.
And
there.
I told her, bite your tongue.
No, but I do now that you rattled my brain back to the 80s. Like
I stuck her in her.
You had to say some names, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting it.
Matilda the Hun, who did the roller derby, MTV.
Yeah.
Sunny the California Girl, Jailbait. That was the one with the mashed potato bud. I think that kind of wore on her from then until now.
Oh, really?
So it can do damage, but how do you go with mashed potato butt? That's gotta stick with you.
What did you? So what? When you got cast in this show, right? When you got cast in the show, what was your life like? I mean, what did they do? They took all of you guys, right?
I had the best time of my life. You got to imagine this. I came from Auburn, Washington, to watching this show, fan of the show, to being one of the top people on the show.
Yep.
We're touring, and there's people like out of our tour buses. Like we just got thrown into something that was there, and it was like to go from being like a nobody to that was amazing.
Yeah.
But then all the girls, there was like 4 girls to like these little apartments, and then we're like signing autographs, and we're like going back to these little apartments, and then I would wash out my Roxy red stuff in my hair, put on my leathers, wrap my hair out, and go party with the bad girls. So there, you can't find me now.
But you were the good girl.
Yeah, but I was a good bad girl.
Bad girl.
So like your alter ego was actually good.
Well, no, I don't know. For my audition, I wore black leather, and I went in there. Yeah, I'm gonna be a bad girl. That didn't work.
No, they needed a good girl.
Yeah, you don't go in and tell a director what you're gonna do.
But I think we all have the bad girl. I'm a bad girl. I'm a bitchy Boston girl when I want to be.
You are.
You could take it off and then go out and be the bad girl.
Yeah. I always said you would have made a great Glow wrestler.
I know. I still. You let me play Jackie Stallone in AfterGlow.
Oh, that headband.
The musical extravaganza that we did.
So much fun. That was so much fun.
I would not be. I'd be prenatal in the corner. Like
prenatal.
Like
you mean in the
in the ring? Yeah.
No, we'd pick you up and sprawl you.
The fetal position. Oh, you'd be prenatal. You'd be in the womb still. I get it. No, I mean, I think I have to say, because we did get an opportunity when we did the live show of sort of the background of what it was like to be a Glow girl, the history, and we had Matilda the Hun in it, MTV, Sunny, Debbie, Dallas,
Angel, Ashley,
everybody. I mean, but when we did the musical extravaganza, in Hollywood, I think what was wild to see is how Glow shaped you guys and most of you were in your 20s when you got it, right?
Yeah, I think Matilda was one of the oldest. She was, I think, maybe 30. But I was like in like 24, and Jailbait was, I think, just turned 18.
Wow.
So she was like fresh meat. I don't know. We were very protective of her.
Well, of course. As
she had little braces on, and she was
my gosh.
adorable, and they named her Jailbait.
So were you guys really like a family? Like you said, you protected her, but
A dysfunctional family.
Oh yeah, so
we all
family,
have
yeah.
dysfunctional families,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like Thanksgiving was great. So
You had Thanksgiving with them?
no, that's why it was great.
It was great. Oh, I get it. No, but so you got to live and breathe with these girls, these ladies. And then do you feel like, because in our 20s, and we talk about this on the page, I feel like we don't know necessarily where we're going. And we don't, I had a sense of purpose because I was in behind the scenes in entertainment, and then I became a stand-up. So I had a sense of purpose, but a lot of 20-year-olds I talk to, they, especially now, don't necessarily have that sense of purpose. Did you have a sense of purpose?
I was a mom to 2 kids, and then Lindsay, I think I had her in my 30s. So my purpose was to be a really fun mom.
Right.
And I had a great time being mom. When I'm in mom mode, I'm in mom mode.
Yeah. Right.
And I wanted to stay home with my kids. So the reinventing was, I think I'll be a kids clothing designer.
Wow. Okay.
And
That's
ended
right.
up having a baby line called Tickles and Giggles. I sold in over 700 stores.
Wow.
I was dip dyeing my little outfits. I had Lindsay over here helping me. I think she was maybe 8 years old, but I had it for 15 years. And I was overnighting an outfit to Jamie Lynn Spears. The stuff was in Beverly Hills. And so I put them to work, and I got to stay home. And I missed one field trip from Kayla. One field
That's
trip, and I
amazing.
hear about it
Do
to
you, I
this
was
day.
wondering.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Only
yeah, I'm sure.
one.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's amazing. But so when you found out you were pregnant with Dylan, right? You decided right then and there that you needed to leave the show.
Yeah. Well, I think we were, there was a break there. Like, I don't really remember. More people remember. I don't know why I don't. But we were coming back to
Sorry, because
film
you were
a
pregnant.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, or something else. But we were coming back to film a movie. So it was going to be Glow, the movie. And so we're all waiting for that phone call. And honestly, I even had doubts about if I was going to keep Dylan. Sorry, Dylan. Sorry,
Well,
love
this
you.
is
Mia.
but this is good to talk about.
I thought, okay, you know what? Glow is just, it's happening, and there's going to be a movie. What do I do? And I just went with my gut.
Yeah.
and Dylan is now 30 years old. He just turned 30. So I'm so glad I did. And the movie was never made.
See?
So imagine the
imagine?
regrets,
Yeah.
that I would have had. I have no regrets over, like, no.
But
It
like
was,
you said, you went with your gut, and I think a lot of
Yes.
people forget to actually tune in. And,
you
and-
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think and I say this a lot to people that I coach in this business. You can't find validation from any career, especially the entertainment world, because it's so ficky. That's not right. Fickle.
I like that word. I
Ficky.
like that.
That's a
Ficky.
new word. It's going to be in the
Ficky.
dictionary.
That's
It's
from the
trending
80s.
right now.
That's what we said in the 80s.
Ficky?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's menopause right there. I
trying to
need
help her.
I need my cohosh. Anyway, fickle. It's so fickle. So, I think it's true. We all have kids. I think at the end of the day, when I come home, my kids don't care what trailer I had. I'm
right.
still picking up
still
their
mom.
laundry.
Yeah.
I'm still mom. After I worked with Bill Macy all day, I still went and picked up Nick's underwear and threw it in the laundry. I think it makes you humble, and and it gave you direction. It gave you a goal.
Yeah.
But I think when you were in the Glow, did you find that the 20-year-olds were all over the place, or did they have a sense of purpose?
Oh, we were all over the place. It was just like one, honestly, like filming, party. Sunny had a daughter. I think she was one of the few, and I think Zelda had a couple kids. But they were out there wrestling. And my thing is, Sunny brought her daughter. I couldn't mix the two together. Like, when I was done and I had Dylan, I'm like, I don't want to, wrestle. I want to be a mom. I want to be there for them.
Right.
That's so great.
Yeah.
So I have no regrets. I mean, being a mom, I think, has been the best thing out of anything. Well, maybe not Glow, but besides that.
So after the kids, so you had 3 kids?
Yes.
So then how did you reinvent yourself after that? Like you did your clothing line.
Well,
which was on Friends.
Okay, so after
It was.
my divorce, I honestly, and for anybody out there, and I don't think I've ever really said this on air or anything.
Oh, exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive. Yes, TMZ, are you watching? I sat in my home for 6 years. I was not this person here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
6 years going to court over 200 times, just fighting for my kids. I think my head, I wasn't right. My goal was the kids. Yes.
Yeah.
And
It was
I
all
know
you
I
did.
told you I watched Snapped every night. And and I swear to God I did. I watched it for 3 years straight.
What does it mean if I watch Snapped every night?
Nothing. You weren't going through a divorce, but
I'm not going through a divorce.
And I just got caught up in the whole thing. And it's just weird, when you don't get out. But once the divorce was over, and I bad dated. Oh my gosh! Then I went to Match.com. Okay.
Yeah. No,
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I reinvented myself. After that, I got. You know what changed me really?
Right.
My 30-year class reunion.
Wow.
That's what it was. And I had my 40th coming up.
Yep.
I thought, I'm not going back looking like this.
Yep.
And if you saw, I had no hair extensions in my hair, and I was just kind of, I used to walk to the garden, you still see me doing it, go to the grocery store with slippers on, and then I was that woman that you'd always go, what's wrong with her? She looks
happened?
broken.
Yeah.
And I was very broken. Very, very broken. And the only one who could fix me was me.
Of course. Yeah.
And my
absolutely.
kids, I'm
Yep.
telling you, Lindsay would throw me little notes in my bedroom and go, "Mom, I love you.
I thought
love
she was throwing you scraps. I was like, that's not nice.
Yes, and I said, "I love you. I love you. Thank you for the meat." Yeah, no, Lindsay.
Thank you for the meat.
I said medium rare.
Take it back. So my kids are the ones that kept me going,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
now how they see me as this very strong woman, because you got to understand, I live in this beautiful home. I say this is a story called From Riches to Rags, because I lived in $1 million home
Yep.
to driving my car away being homeless.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
how do you reinvent yourself from that?
Right.
Yep.
But you did.
I did.
And you can do it.
Yeah.
You gotta just be strong.
So what happened at your 30th reunion? Because my 30th reunion is coming up, and I'm kind of on the fence whether I want to go.
You need extensions.
I tell you, I did sit-ups for a year before my 30th.
See, I won't
I
do
got
that.
my 40th coming up.
Yeah.
My 40th.
So what happened at the 30th?
You want to do
I
it
just
good.
look
That was-
good. Something motivated me.
Yeah.
This
It was
I
like a deadline, right?
okay.
But-
What was that? Michelle and Romy. Remember them?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of felt like without the friend, but
Just
it was
myself.
just me.
It's Michelle.
But I had one friend, and her name was Pam Greathouse, and
Okay.
that was my one friend from high school, and we were just goofy, and she'll always be my friend. And I just thought, I want to go, but I don't want to go looking like this. So I kind of made myself over. Like
Nice.
everybody's capable of doing it.
Yeah.
You look on the internet, you do. And I knew I had it in me, but I had to have a purpose.
Right.
And my purpose was my 30-year class reunion. And I went there, and I looked good, and everybody's like,
Do you have a picture of that we can put on?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, we'll get that too.
Yeah. Yes.
And you don't have to show the before. It's okay.
No, I don't
Well,
have it
maybe.
before. There was no selfies taken there. So I had a flip phone anyway, so
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
definitely no before. But it just felt good because everybody was going, "Did you get work done? Wow, what happened to you?" Because, you change. Your face gets bigger, smaller, whatever. You
Right,
change
yeah.
throughout the years. And I'm like, no, I took a shower. No, I'm kidding.
If you put it off long enough, when you finally take it.
Yeah, it's been
I put some Spanx on and I took a shower. Yeah,
it's been 10 years. So that was where I started. And then my kids were laughing because I met somebody there at the 30-year class reunion.
Like a
And
guy?
I'm like a guy.
Okay, like a guy.
Not like a guy. He was a guy who I did not know was playing the most popular. He was playing with her too, but I didn't play too much with him. So I'm in there. I'm texting for the first time.
Oh.
And Lindsay's going,
Wow.
"Are you texting?" I go, "I think so."
You don't know where it's going.
Roxy texts me all the time. By the way, she's a whip at that now. Like a
Nudge, nudge.
nudge, nudge.
Nudge. So that started with the texting, which started, hey, texting, there is a dating app out there called Match.com.
Yeah.
How much fun can I have with this?
Oh, no.
Can you say obsessed?
Yeah, no, and I did Match.com for about a minute.
I did it, I think 100 dates.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah, about 100 dates. But it helped me. I felt like I had to put out my resume. Like, here you go. This is who I am. And
That's good though.
this is how I
Redefined
did.
it.
You know how you have to have your thing, your
Yeah.
header?
Profile.
Ex-wrestler looking for a match.
Oh, I love that.
Ex-wrestler looking for her tag team partner.
I would have clicked on that.
Every perv came out, and I'm going, what's the matter? Like, I'm like, you don't really do that because there's this whole other world that I'm not going to go down.
Well,
and
Sure.
I'm new Fiona. Prisoners follow me, divorced men, and the military, and widowed men.
it. Yeah.
You never know that niche that you're.
Yeah, I know. That's my niche. No. So this guy obviously didn't work out, or did he?
Which guy?
The guy I met.
Oh no, no, there's like 100. What are you talking about?
No, but the guy from your reunion either.
No, I found out that he was talking to somebody else, like the most popular girl.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Popular, yeah.
And I'm like, wait, I'm being played again. I'm like, no, I'm gonna pull back, and I'm good.
But you already
I'm
got
really good.
yourself to a point.
I
of-
did,
yeah,
and
of,
you know what? Just that little bit helped me go a little bit further. And with the Match.com, it helped me go a little bit further. And I ended up doing stand-up comedy from some of my dates.
Yeah. That's
And,
what I did too.
the weird thing is, it was so raunchy, and my kids were there in the audience.
Well,
They're like, "Mom," but then I walked away from them. I'm like, I don't want to be a comedian. I wanted therapy, so stand-up was my therapy.
Right,
I was what's the one on Lancashire?
Oh, the haha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack haha. And I'm like, I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
Well,
I
you
don't
did
want
it.
to do this. And I also think I had stage fright. For
Can
a
you
while.
tell the other comics that are up there for therapy that maybe they should be done anyway?
You'll know when you're done. You will know.
Well, some of them
Some
don't.
don't.
Sometimes, yeah.
We'll let you know when you're done.
I think I'm done.
We'll let you know. And I just walked away from it. I'm like, gosh, that felt good. You know, like how you go in the mountains. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
Good.
And so
Setting those goals.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm reinventing myself. Okay, I did stand-up comedy. I was a clothing designer. I was a wrestler, but I'm still a mom through all this, and that's still my favorite.
So
title.
what started now? Here's something that we are going to promote, and you guys will get a chance to get in the fun. There's an AfterGlow cruise coming up because
Fourth annual.
annual.
Oh, wow.
And I'm doing stand-up comedy, and I don't do it for therapy. It is a career of mine. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But then you started doing these AfterGlow fan events. Was that soon after that, or?
Okay, so then after the Match.com,
Right.
I thought, okay, this is so empty. Oh my gosh, I'm just dating just to date, to say I can date. And I met Dan.
Yes, Dan Magnus.
Met Dan Magnus, and it wasn't my type. He wasn't my type at all. But I'm like, he is. And I made him over, and
Two-time
world champion kickboxer.
Right.
And
Oh, okay.
and there's so much to him but he didn't put it out there like the guy I dated before. I'm this, I'm that, and I'm that. And Dan was just like, well, I was a cop and fugitive recovery, and I'm like, oh. And just like very,
So nice.
Yeah.
just he did
And
so much.
he trains me, by the way. He does.
But you're looking good.
Thank you. Dan Magnus commercial.
And he
Yeah.
will be training me
Yeah.
again.
Well,
but I
well,
live with him, and
yeah.
you've seen what happens there. Okay, and
It's hard. If my husband Charles trained me, it wouldn't happen.
you see though,
We'd
you saw.
be fighting. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. You put your foot there.
Yeah.
No, I'll ask him how many sets. He'll say 4. He'll increase it by 2. I go, you told me 4. So we fight like that. Like
Or
I have to have it in my head what is there.
See, I would say to Charles, I will do a sit-up if you take out the goddamn trash.
Does that work?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you going to do that to
Say-
Dan?
No, you do that to Dan.
You know, Roxy will do an extra push-up if you take out the goddamn
He'll do
trash.
it. He'll do
All right,
it.
baby.
He'll
All
do
right.
it. So I think
not sure what's
meeting
going on right now.
somebody and being stable, like I had to have that stability because you know me, I'm like all over the place. Once I put my mind to something, I
Right.
follow through with it. I got to make sure I'm like, it's got to go through, whether it's designing clothes, being a hairdresser, which I still love being a hairdresser. I'm also a hairdresser. I did the hair for Glow
What?
back then.
Okay.
Yes.
She was
Remember
hair
being
for
school?
Glow.
Hair
Yeah.
for Glow. And
Nice.
so I thought to myself, like after there was the Glow documentary, and now it's when Mount Fiji was alive, and I thought, you know what? I don't think Glow is over, even after the documentary. I just feel like we never got to say goodbye. And I love the documentary, but I felt there wasn't enough girls that they reached out to.
Right.
And I just felt there was like something, it was award winning. Okay, yeah, that's great. And it, got us out there. But I just felt like there needed to be more. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to, I think it was Bay Regney on Total Driven Radio. And I was telling MTV and Gremlin about my idea. Like, I'm going to do a Kickstarter. I'm going to raise $5,000. And I'm like, okay, if I can do a Kickstarter, because a Kickstarter is you raise it in 30 days or you don't get it.
Right.
I thought, this is my chance to see. And I thought, like, our 7 million fans were all going to give me $1, and I'd have $7 million.
Right. Sure.
It didn't work like that at all. I'm like, please, it's only $5,000. And
but you did it.
I did it. And that's when I was living with Dan in our little apartment and doing interviews. And I just got Facebook just going, and it was exciting. And we raised the money. And then Acme Comedy Theater, that was on, what street was that on?
Fairfax.
That was the first AfterGlow fan party. And did you ever see the...
Yeah, I did see the video. Yeah.
And it was great. We had, I think, like 11 Glow girls, and then the Glow fans came in. I had an AfterGlow fan hot seat, which we let the fans come up and say. And that's where I'm like, okay, there's something here.
Well, and the original Glow girls back in the day, in the 80s, had 7 million viewers. So, and they, from all walks of life. LGBTQIA, women, even men. I mean, my husband's a huge wrestling fan, and he watched you guys. So, I think so. These AfterGlow events, so all this stuff that you're doing connects you with people, and I think when people are talking about reinventing themselves, they really need to sort of put themselves out there.
Yeah,
I
do.
think setting goals is a big thing, and it helps to motivate to get to that point.
And I'm very hard on myself, though. It's like I'm so. Am I driven?
Yes.
I like,
especially at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Did I text you that early?
Yeah, you texted me that early.
That was 2 a.m. Sorry. It's like I know, like, when there's something there and I can feel it and it has to be done and I just know it. So I have breathed AfterGlow, everything AfterGlow, to the point where Dan's just like, I'm stepping back.
So you've had failures in there, though, too, right?
No.
No?
Not one.
But no. I always feel like if something doesn't go as planned, you learn from it and then you approach it a different way.
Wait, you know what? I can say yes, because I think I approached, maybe I've had like 6 producers I was working with. And when I didn't feel right, I would either back out, because this is a whole nother project with AfterGlow. And I guess I don't look at that as a failure. I look at it as a sign, like it's not meant to be. Right. So to me, failure is really not a word I use. It's just not meant to be.
Like,
that's how I see it.
That didn't work, but it's okay. Like, people get caught up in it too.
I could honestly say, if I walked away right now with everything and then meeting you as a friend and everything I've done with AfterGlow, it's been worth it. And this has been like 5 years of working on the AfterGlow and meeting fans and their friends, and some are and some aren't. It's been a great experience. Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in being part of the AfterGlow fan adventure, they have a cruise coming up, and it's on the Norwegian Joy.
Ooh, nice cruise line.
Yes, there's racetracks on there.
This is a 3-year-old ship, and now keep in mind, Norwegian has never been on the West Coast over here. This is the first time. We have the last cruise before it goes to Alaska.
Yes, they go up the coast. Yeah,
right.
They go up to Seattle.
We have the very last one going to
Mazatlan,
Mexican Riviera.
Oh.
So I grabbed that and a drink package.
Oh, nice.
A drink package and 4 nights of fine dining. And we have the AfterGlow events, which is the 5th AfterGlow fan hot seat or fan party. I think we call it the fan party.
Yeah.
It's where we do everything kind of like the very first one that we did 5 years ago.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we have the same fans. We have new fans that are coming out, and we do events.
We're going to do stand-up
You have
comedy.
yours.
Yes.
And how is yours going to go?
There's going to be an open mic for people who really want to do stand-up to get up first. And then Roxy is going to do some time before I headline for 30 to 45 minutes, right?
I think so.
I think, yeah. I just sort of threw that at Roxy. But
I'll go. No,
we're gonna have a comedy night. But what I love about Glow and what I love about the AfterGlow fan events, because we did NostalgiaCon, which was really great too.
That was fun.
Is that the fans get really up close and personal. There was no, like, when people were signing autographs and stuff, there was people like behind the orange curtain, as they say. There was none of that with them. They were, talking to people, walking around, getting pictures.
We were partying with people. I was booty shaking with the fans till like 3 a.m.
Wow.
And then we all go and eat afterwards. And then I look for them at breakfast. So even if they were hiding, no, you can't hide from me, because we are going to party for 7 days with you.
So, and the AfterGlow, you can go to the AfterGlowCruise.com. You just go up there, and they have basically a place where you can go to the Norwegian Joy and sign up. You're pretty much you're selling a lot. So.
We're selling a lot, but then, when certain things happen in life, it kind of slows down. You got the holidays coming up, and it's not like, okay, and that's the thing. But my thing is, I always think, okay, you have your holidays coming up, and it's great. And then you kind of get the holiday blues.
Right.
I'm like, we're not going to get those holiday blues because
we're going on a cruise.
So what are the dates of the cruise?
The cruise is
April 12th to the 19th.
Yes.
2020. Doesn't that sound weird?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Weeks from Long Beach or
Long
LA?
Beach.
Okay.
And if you have questions, you can obviously go online, or you can call 800-662-5450. And
Patrick or Nora.
Patrick or Nora will help you out. And
We'll put it in the show notes too.
yeah, we'll totally put it in the show notes. But yeah, come set sail. It's like the love boat of AfterGlow.
We have a boot camp. We have an AfterGlow boot camp that we are going to be putting the fans through a AfterGlow boot camp. And Debbie, I can't call her Debbie Dallas. She'll hit me. Dallas will be your instructor, and she is.
So I have to
toughie.
exercise on this?
Yes.
Oh.
But it's not your everyday boot camp. When it comes to AfterGlow, you never know what's going to happen. There's always a twist on everything. So we had a pie eating contest, and everybody thought, oh, this is sweet. We're going to just eat some pie. Oh, no. We blindfolded some, and then some had to say the Glow wrap in between bites. The other ones got fed by Glow Girls, and another one, it was his birthday. I put whipped cream all the way to here, and you...
Wow.
I have footage. Not all.
Good footage.
But there was always something that would make somebody, it'd all be even.
Okay.
And it was so funny. We had so much fun.
So yes, AfterGlow Cruise.
The AfterGlowCruise.com. And you can actually see pictures from the previous cruises. You can see the pies.
Okay.
The pies. Oh, see? You had to bring up sugar, didn't you?
No.
See? I went, oh, you didn't. Okay. That was earlier.
Sugar, you'll see the sugar-free pies now. So, and if people want to reach you directly, Roxy, where do they go? Where can they get you?
No, I'm kidding. Roxy Astor on Facebook. I still have a little bit of room for friends. And I'm on Instagram, RoxyGlow1. RoxyGlow1, and then Roxy.Astor. RoxyGlow1 is on Twitter. So
all right, we'll get them all. We'll get them in there.
Yeah.
And we'll find you some more footage. We love footage, don't we?
I love taking cruises from Long Beach.
So are you going to come with us?
I might. I'm going to look into it. I'll look into it.
And we'll put her up on stand-up.
I can do my stand-up.
Yeah.
Yay!
Let's have her do. That'd be awesome. We could. You know what we could do?
Well, I'm not doing
we can
it
do a
then.
podcast from
Why
the
don't
ship.
we do a Menopod?
We
We can do a Menopod.
Let's do a Menopod from the show.
You know how many guys will want to do that?
Yeah.
They will. And we could hear from the other side.
Oh.
No?
No.
Okay, to see
No,
my
the
mind
last
just went
time,
there.
I gotta be
Okay.
honest.
Mic up. We could answer questions live.
Yeah,
Okay.
but here's the thing, that this was the last sort of survey we did with men, and we'll end it here with this, and then we're so glad you were on. You were great. We asked men if they prefer thongs or granny panties, not on their women, for themselves.
Oh.
And so we were in Hollywood and we asked this, and the majority of the men said the granny panty, and one man from Italy said the thong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so here's the thing. Men prefer granny panties, so they shouldn't make us wear those dangerous, horrible thongs.
They're horrible. They're just.
It's really bad for your health, ladies.
I don't think it looks good. Like I'm like, no, I put one on accidentally. It was accidentally, and it disappeared.
Yeah.
I think it's still there.
Yeah, you found it. Yeah, you found it along with those
from
keys.
from 1985, I think.
So I'm gonna end. If this is all right with you, so I'm gonna end the video podcast with one thing you've lost recently that you because of your brain fog with menopause, and then you found it, and the weirdest place that you found it. Sue.
I'm still looking, so I haven't found it. But no, I lose things all the time, and I'm getting in the habit of putting my keys right when I walk in the door. But there's a little card that goes into this recorder here. I spent 3 hours today looking for it and have no idea where I put it. So it's very frustrating.
What about you, Roxy?
My Biosil for my hair. I keep moving it like it's drugs or something, and I don't know why I keep moving it. I have no clues. That's from the 80s. It's my Biosil.
And so you
my hair vitamin.
So yeah. So two things have been happening to me. We are redoing our whole kitchen, which it's just horrendous. So we have this standing pantry, and I keep putting, and this is part of sort of losing your mind, I keep putting the creamer in the pantry that's not refrigerated.
Because it's vertical?
Because it's vertical. And then I had to catch myself, wait, no, that doesn't go there. And then the other thing, this is how sexy it is being 47. I have a mouth guard because I grind my teeth, and I feel like I've been, doing something kind of sexy in the night when I'm actually just grinding my teeth. And I lose my mouth guard daily. And then I found it in the weirdest places. And the place that I found it yesterday was I found it on top of the shampoo in the shower.
That's great.
Wow.
Well, I bet you found it, though.
I found it.
Because you had to wash your hair.
But I had no
I didn't get that.
But I didn't remember that. Oh, yeah, when I was taking a shower, I took a mouth guard out and put it in the shower. Anyway.
Yeah, I haven't really done that yet.
Yeah. I think you win. You're the winner. You're the winner.
Well, anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're here every week. We have a Menopod video podcast. I'm Mary Kennedy.
I'm Sue Merlino.
I'm Roxy Astor.
Bye. Here's the question that we're asking all men that we see here at Hollywood Highland. Do you prefer the thong? This is for yourself, by the way. It's not for or the granny handshake.
Think about all factors here.
Think about factors. We have a thing that goes up your bum. Okay, it goes up your bum.
We're not doing that.
You're not doing the thong. No thong. So you're going to do the granny panty, which is so large when it gets cold in Toronto, you can use it as a blanket.
I wear some granny panties.
You wear granny panties for sure. Absolutely.
I would wear some.
You would wear
I don't want to no thong up my butt.
That was Nico. Sir, would you rather wear a thong? You, not
me.
You. Would you rather wear a thong or the coveted granny panty? What would you rather wear as a man?
Depends on the season, right?
Depends on the season. Okay. Depends on summer. You would wear what?
Yeah.
You'd wear the thong.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the winter, you'd wear the thong.
Yeah.
And he'd wear the thong in the winter. So the granny panties has no use for you, Italian stud.
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Even though I'm a little overweight, I would wear the thong.
You would wear the thong.
Okay.
Would you wear a thong? Or would you wear the coveted granny panty?
Granny panty.
You're going to wear a granny panty? Okay, good for you. But are you making your lady wear the thong?
Always.
Always. But do you understand that this is hazardous to her health? This little string, everybody, goes up her anus, and it can create some definite issues. You're putting her life at risk, the white. Sorry, but it's you like the look, right? You like the look. Okay, so next time I want you to throw this around to your lady and say, "Look what I got from Costco." All right, Dwight, you've been fabulous. Let's give Dwight a round of applause. Thank you. Get him a 6-pack of the granny panties.
Okay, we're going back to Hooters for a cocktail.
Back to Hooters. Going back to Hooters, everybody.
No granny panties there.
Lots of thongs. Lots of thongs. Or no underwear, really. Right. I mean, there's some of us on our podcast that don't wear underwear, right?